Yo, what is going on a Thursday, man? Welcome to MisippBROs, coming to you live, streaming live on high noon, 12 Pacific, man. Welcome one and all from around the world, around the country. Let's get after it, man. I got my MisippBRO here with me. Mark, how the hell you doing, man? We got MLB races. We got some NFL. We got some NBA. We got Manny Pacquiao. And did you punch any walls today to get started, dude? What'd you do today, man? Punch some walls. Take your team out of the playoffs. Tell me what happened in MLB this last day.
Oh, man. Well, I didn't pull a Devin Williams last night, if that's what you're talking about.
Damn.
More on that in a moment. But what I did do was serenade the lovely town of Clayton, California with a little karaoke, whilst in a softball outfit, full garb. Had to say goodbye to my boy Louis Gernhardt. Shout out Louis, a staple in the Clayton community. Louis Productions taking his karaoke machine down to Glendale, Arizona. Just add him to the long list of Californians departing to the desert states.
Yes. Louis,
List.
dude. Louis
So,
down in Glendale.
Louis, appreciate you, man. If you're listening, love you. Thanks for the time last night. I didn't request a single song I ended up singing, which included Notorious B.I.G.'s Big Papa and Justin Timberlake's Can't Shake This Feeling, Can't Catch a Feeling, whatever. You know, the one from the Trolls.
I love it when you call me Biggie Pop.
So, yes, but what I didn't do, I did not overconsume alcohol to the point that I took my pitching hand and, out of frustration or just wild temperament, punch a wall and end my season. Devin Williams, we're looking at you. We're going to miss that filthy changeup, but dude, you got to grow up.
Yeah, man, this is the grow up moment, man. You know, this has been a theme, dude. The last couple, we talked about Bryce Harper on Monday about him growing up and look at his production and look what he's doing. And now Devin Williams is learning that lesson hard. We all have to go through it, dude. But damn, did you have to do it at the end of September after the celebration, man, after the division win for the Milwaukee Brewers, man. That puts I still like them. But, man, that sure puts a dent in their bullpen, dude.
Well, an absolute weapon, an eighth-inning machine of sorts, and a guy who's featured commonly on the Pitching Ninja because his changeup's so nasty it has a name. What's it called, Chad?
Oh, man. Well, I have no idea, dude. No
okay,
idea.
All you have to do is put in, and I promise you, Devin Williams, Airbender.
Airbender, that's where that came from. I always thought an airbender was something else, but we don't need to talk about that. Anyways, dude, first of all, nice shirt. Second of all, dude, Devin Williams, man, hurt himself. It's in a long list of pitchers and hand injuries, dude. I mean, over the years, dude, guys cutting their fingers, dude, slicing whatever at home, dude. I think Sean Estes did it for the Giants.
Oh, yeah. Let's talk random baseball injuries. This is a good one. Give me another one.
Dude, one of the craziest ones, dude, it's got to be our boy Yo Cespedes wrestling a wild boar on his property.
And dislocating his ankle.
I don't know if you can top that. That's a great one.
I can top it. I'm going to do it right here.
What?
How about John Smoltz?
What did John do?
You don't recall him ironing his shirt while wearing it?
That's right, dude. Yes. I don't know, dude. Wild boar or iron shirt wins it because it's on your body.
Yeah, well, wrestling a boar, you could say, is a courageous act. Maybe it was necessary. Putting the shirt on while ironing it, not courageous, not necessary. How about that?
Why would you even wrestle a boar?
Hey, man, it might have been threatening his crops. You have no idea what's going on all that land.
This is true. Yoenis, dude, I don't know what happened to your career. It got derailed, man. And then that just goes on the theme of, oh, man, goodbye, sayonara, Oakland Athletics. Adios. This team is going to be so different next year, dude. I think this was their swan song. You can feel it. Bean, Melvin, probably gone. If not, arbitration cases out the yin-yang, which means they ain't going to pay these guys. So guess what, man? Enjoy it. And one team that's going to miss playing the Oakland Athletics is those Seattle Mariners, baby. 12 in a row. That's ownage. That's you are my you know what.
That is living in someone's head, rent-free, they call it.
Yes.
And A's sure did scuffle against the Mariners this year. I read a stat, and I think I told you this over the phone, Chad. A's against all of Major League Baseball, 81-59. That's a great pace. You're going to end up in the playoffs doing that. Against the Mariners, 4 and now 14.
Oh!
4 and 14 against the one team with the longest playoff drought in all of baseball.
Wow. Well, I tell you, as my boy Conco up in Washington knows, man, he goes, man, I love playing the A's. And I said, yeah, dude, I know, man. He finally is getting his digs in after many years of taking it on the chin, dude. So congratulations, Seattle, man, getting on it and getting to it, man. So, hey, on that note, dude, on the opposite side of the bay, the Giants just continue. And not only that, 1-0, they win 1-0. They can win 8-7. They can win 8-4. They can win 10-4. Good buddy, whatever. Dude, 50 games over 500.
They got 104 wins.
Is ridiculous. I mean, nobody saw that coming. I don't care who you are. That is look at the dynamic, different dynamic across the bay, and that's all we need to do to get into that. They kept the Dodgers at bay. Dodgers came back, stroked 3 home runs in 1 inning, a la against Trevor Hoffman. Remember that years ago? I don't know if you remember that, but they did that against Trevor Hoffman when Hoffman was hot. And now Emilio Pagan, we remember that guy. And the Padres just keep on sinking. You talk about changes. Woo! Padres are going to be a different team next year, too.
Yep. And by my calculations, the Giants have a 2-game lead over the Dodgers. I think their magic number is 2, meaning 1 Giants win and a combination of a Dodgers loss or another Giants win pretty much seals the deal on the NL West. And they deserve it, let's be honest. If they come up a game short, I can't even picture it. But I'm locking the Giants in as your NL West champions.
Woo,
no
don't
jinx.
Do that. Don't
no
do that
jinx.
yet.
No filler.
Dude. 5 games to play, man. 5 games to play. You can lock in all you want, dude. That sounds like a gambler's creed, dude. And that's kind of scaring me a little bit because nothing is a lock, bro, until it is done.
Well, we know the one thing you can count on in this life is expect the unexpected and change. Lots of change. So
yes, dude.
Yes, I do think the Giants will lock it in. I really do. There will not be an MVP on their team, however, meaning hoisting an MVP trophy at the end of the year. There will not be one on the Dodgers. These teams are just too deep, too many contributions, truly. And we've been saying it all year. We've been hunting for an NL MVP, Chad. And a month or 2 ago, you weren't too hot on this guy, but how about Bryce Harper, your National League MVP? 6 years since he last accomplished the feat.
Man, he's looking more and more. Tatis is going by the wayside because and it's only because the Padres are freaking faltering so much. So you can't give a guy MVP when your team is freaking just shiting the bed, dude. So on that note, dude, Tatis is out for me, and a great season, but not MVP style. Phillies are right in it. They just can't seem to close it yet. I think they're still a year or 2 away from being better than they are now, man. I think they're a little early, but I like to see what Harper's doing is unreal. I mean, who else is the competition, dude? Freddie Freeman? No, probably not. Harper, Brandon Crawford's having a great year. You got some other guys on the National League that are doing well. Tatis, obviously. But, I mean, the Phillies are in the race, dude, and that's what's going to get votes, I believe.
Well, definitely the Phillies are clinging to life. I just took a glance at the NL East standings and the wild card. 4 games back in the NL East.
Yeah,
7 games back in the wild
5
card.
To play. Yeah, I mean, they gotta run the table, dude. And
they need a lot of sorcery. Let me just say, and they're 81-77. They're gonna end up right about 500. I've been saying all year they have a bit of a Zach Wheeler problem. It's not Zach Wheeler's problem. The problem is when Zach Wheeler's not pitching. And speaking of MVP votes, he might get 1 or 2. He ain't going to win the thing. He might get 1 or 2, and he might take home a Cy Young. We could be living in a world where Cy Young, Philly, MVP, Philly, no playoffs.
I don't think he's going to win Cy Young.
So you're going to go with your boy from Milwaukee, I bet.
Yeah, I think one of the Milwaukee guys. I think Corbin Burns is the Cy Young.
You mean the guy who started off the season with 56 strikeouts before he would let a guy get 4 balls?
That guy. Yeah, we'll take that guy.
Mowing him
The St.
down.
Mary's guy that is just dominating, dude, and he just had another dominating start. I think kind of solidified. And then Scherzer went out and got rocked yesterday.
He did.
And then they, then the Dodgers, backed him up and got him out of the loss column. But he got rocked regardless. So I think that pretty much put it down to Corbin Burns. And I can't believe this, dude, because I went and watched that guy pitch at St. Mary's with a guy from Baseball America. He was scouting him, and I said, yeah, I'll go out there with you. And that was really cool to watch him pitch and now see him. I mean, dude, this dude is nasty. If only his teammate didn't get hammered and punched the wall, then the Brewers' chances would be a lot better. And you know what? Let's change subject real quick, man. I just want to recognize, dude, that speaking of the Brewers, they just had a celebration for our man. Hey, I must be in the front row. Bob Uecker, dude. One of my faves, one of the best broadcasters out there everywhere, man. 50 years with the Brewers.
Oh, gosh. I got a couple things I'm going to get right to Uecker. I really am. That Devin Williams injury. He came out and said I drank too much.
I know.
That's like excuse number 1,000 that I would give as a professional athlete. I like someone owning it. I like someone owning what they've done and trying to improve themselves. But, man, just say you fell or something and let the truth come out later, because what an embarrassing story. Now, Uecker was right in the middle of that locker room celebration. That man he's got like a Bob Barker-ness to him. He's like ageless. Yes. They're like cut from the same fabric, right? Yes. And I'll never forget, Major League was my favorite movie growing up. Still my all-time favorite baseball movie. And I was blown away, elated when I learned in the early 2000s. I was flipping channels. Somehow I got to the Brewers home broadcast. It might have been through MLB TV at the time. And when I heard he was a real life broadcaster, I did like a triple check.
Yeah.
I was rubbing my eyes. I was cleaning my ears. I was like, he's real. Oh, my God.
Yes, dude. He is not just Harry Doyle.
I was just going to ask you what his name was from the film. Yes.
Yes.
Today's game is brought to you by the hell with it.
Yeah, the hell with it. No one's listening anyway.
No one's listening.
That's my favorite one, dude.
Hey, we're never going to say that on this show, though. We did hit double-digit listeners concurrently last show for the first time. We got a number of listeners on the dial right now.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Share the Bob Uecker love. Share the Major League stories. And let me just say, we're up to 70 subscribers on the YouTube channel. We are picking up momentum, and I love it.
Got that right, man. Momentum is everything in life. Going up and going down, and we are definitely going up, and this is great to see, man. Thank you for tuning in and checking it out, man. But yes, yeah, dude, Uecker, 50 years, dude, right in the middle of the celebration. That was awesome, dude. You know what? I want to talk about a couple teams that no one's talking about. Astros, White Sox. How come no one's talking about those guys, man? They're good teams, dude.
To me, they are where we thought they'd be in a way, and they have been sitting on top of their respective divisions for months now. So it's just not when you have the shifting in the standings. Like, for example, last night when the Dodgers gave up the go-ahead home run to the Padres, the Giants broadcast in San Francisco immediately pans to the scoreboard and shows the scorekeeper changing it. We're scoreboard watching all across the league. They're not scoreboard watching in Houston.
Yeah, that's true.
Watching in Chicago. Yeah. They've just gone out and doing their job and winning their games. And not to be quick, because these are really good teams that I expect to do some serious damage in the playoffs. They deserve their props. There's just not a lot to pick apart here. There's not a lot of drama.
Yeah, that's true. That's true, man. But speaking of drama, dude, if we're sticking on Major League Baseball, dude, how about that AL wildcard race, dude? I mean, you got Yanks go into Toronto. Toronto there it is, dude. And you got the Toronto freaking the ninja shirt on, dude. So, yeah. Hell yeah.
I think this was an accident.
Dude, are you a Bo Bichette fan, dude?
Give me this team is nicknamed the Bloodline because they have so many former major leaguers that their sons are on the team, starting with Bo Bichette, starting with Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Kevon Biggio. I don't know what happened to you this year. A major sophomore slump and injuries. Thank you, wasting my 8th round pick in fantasy on you. Moving on. Anyways, if the Blue Jays stop it. If the Blue Jays can pitch a little bit, they're going to hit the shit out of the ball in the playoffs, I think.
Well, they hit the shit out of the ball, period. Yes, and they just raked Cole again. Cole's still looking for ticky tack, dude, or sticky tacker, or rabbit tack, or
spider tack, man.
Or honey, or what other stuff, man? You sandpaper, whatever else you use on the ball. He's looking for that again, dude. So that was nice to see. And our boy Marcus Semien, who started when the A's did not sign him, started their demise into now oblivion, I believe. They're going to be 500 or less for the next few years. I'm going to tell you right now, our boy Semien just broke the record for home runs by a second baseman.
Couldn't happen to a better guy. And his first year playing second base, this guy started off in a 1-for-1 trade from Chicago White Sox, where he was a bad defensive shortstop.
Yes.
Traded for Jeff Samardzija. I'll never forget it, because I remember being in San Francisco a couple years later for Battle of the Bay. 2015, 2016 is about the timeline. Samardzija's pitching for the Giants, and I was just talking with Giants fans. I said, it'd be really cool if Semien hits a homer here. They got traded for each other. He hit a homer. It was a rare moment. It's one of the few home runs I've actually legitimately called, besides the half dozen I see from Mike Trout every time he comes to Oakland, especially when he faces Sean Manaea. Yes. Anyways, Semien began as a really bad defensive shortstop, thanks to the wizardry and efforts and tutelage of Ron Washington,
of course,
who fostered a lot of great defensive third basemen for the A's, or defensive infielders, Josh Donaldson, Eric Chavez. Semien brought all of their games up, big time.
And where he's at now, look how good Dansby Swanson is.
Oh, goodness, yes, that's right. And he's Dansby, at least, former number 1 overall pick. He should be where he is, in my opinion. Donaldson was a former catcher. Semien was someone else's trash turned into someone else's treasure. But this haunts me, Chad. The A's let Donaldson go in 2014. He promptly went on to win the MVP with the Blue Jays. The A's let go of Semien in 2020. He promptly goes to Toronto.
Dude, I definitely agree with you, but I'm getting so sick and tired of so many A's. You could go around the league, dude, and do that with former A's now, it seems. So I'm tired of their show. I'm tired of their routine. I'm tired of them not showing up, not keeping players, not paying people, and then raising ticket prices on existing customers who they're lucky that anyone even goes to the damn game. Even when I was there, I was like, damn, I'm paying $30, man, to go see the A's. I know they ain't doing much, man. And I feel like, God, I'm giving my money to John Fisher, that tight-fisted a-hole, And so it's kind of like the last few years of freaking giving Tommy Boy Mark Davis, dude, fucking money, dude, with the Raiders. So, I'm going to tell you right now, yeah, it might haunt you, dude, but guess what? Every A's fan has their story with every team that's some guy that the A's let go.
Oh, goodness. And so it reminds us, just get the jersey without the name on the back, or for the love of God, put your own name on the back, but just hope you don't get traded as well by the Oakland Athletics. Man, so it all amounts to this AL wildcard chase, man. It's a spectacle. We have, Chad will be back any second, folks. We got our first live show blackout. Welcome back, Chad.
Hey,
welcome back to the program.
Yeah,
thank you for joining the MisippBROs. I just had a fella.
I forgot the do not disturb, dude. I forgot. Yes.
All right, awesome. So AL wildcard. Yankees, 1-game lead over Boston, who has a half-game lead over Seattle, who has a 1-game lead over Toronto. Every game's going to matter. Every pitch, every out is what you dream of as a baseball fan.
Absolutely, dude. This is going down to it. We were going to get a 5-team tie. Now the A's decided to say goodbye. Now it's a 4-team race, dude. I love it. I love scoreboard watching, looking over like the Giants were doing yesterday with the Dodgers doing the Giants. All these guys are looking at each other's teams. Seattle, dude. The Mariners, dude, are freaking in the mix, dude. I love it for the Pacific Northwest, man, to get pumped about baseball up there. They got an up-and-coming team. Their freaking minor league system's stacked. Absolutely stacked. Julio Rodriguez, that's a name to watch, dude. That kid is multi-talented, and so he's coming up. And so you got the Sox. I talked about Yanks Sox, right? I said this is what's going to happen, and it still might, dude. But the Red Sox, man, something to me now. They're playing Baltimore, which is always nice, dude. Okay, but something's missing with that team. Do you agree, man? There's something on the Red Sox to me that's kind of missing. Maybe I'm not following them as much as I should, but am I wrong or am I right on that? What do you think about that?
I got it for you. I just thought of it.
Yeah.
Star power.
Yeah. I mean, the Mariners don't have a lot of star. They have Haniger,
Kalenic. They're up in Seattle. No disrespect to the Pacific Northwest.
No,
but the Boston Red Sox. Yawkey Way.
Right. They don't have a number one, dude. They don't have JD Martinez is not as good as he used to be. Bogarts is still having a good year. Schwarber, see, these names are not big names. So, anyways, point is, dude, is that
Schwarber,
there's something
who hit
about
16 homers in June, man. That was a hell of a June, and then he popped his hamstring and missed the home run derby. Made me sad.
Right. I know. So, yeah, dude, it's gonna be fun, man, to watch this as we go down to Sunday, baby. Sunday is the last day, fan appreciation day, all around the freaking major leagues. And so here we go, man. And we got some back and forth. You guys are great. I love it, man. Yeah. I know the listeners can't hear this, man, but you and Bruce are having some fun together. And you got to get Bruce on there, man. Say, what's up, dude? A little retribution is in effect. That being said, man, this is going to go down to there's a great weekend coming up, man. Hey, as a baseball fan, you couldn't ask for much more, man. I kind of like the wild card, man, because it keeps everybody in. Now, stop at this amount of wild cards, but they can't do that. Just like the NFL added game 17, next year NFL is going to add game 18, and then Major League Baseball is going to add another wild card in the next collective bargaining agreement.
And the NBA, which already I always call out the NBA and the NHL for this. 30 teams, they have 16 make the playoffs. When more than half your league makes the playoffs, you always have losing records in the playoffs. And beyond that, the NBA added not 2, but 4 more contending playoff teams, 10 from each conference, because they had that ridiculous play-in, which is really just a money grab and a one-gamer between the Warriors and Lakers. And I didn't love it, and they brought it back. Of course, they brought it back. Follow the dollar, right?
Cashola, baby, payola. That's it, dude. That is everything, anything you need to know in life. Follow the damn money, dude. That's it. This is why humans make decisions. This is why humans die. This is why humans go after things. This is why humans are greedy. And this is why humans do things that you do not think that they would do. And it's because of this thing we call fiat. And it's a fiasco. And it's being inflated away right in front of our eyes. How much does it cost to go to a baseball game? How much does it cost to go to the store these days? How much does it cost to rent a car, build a house?
I mean, without going that far down the rabbit hole, for sure. I was just trying to fit in something we talked about the other day. Basically, people suck.
I would say the majority of, yes. And, Seinfeld had a great freaking line, dude. All Seinfeld people would know this, and maybe not some of your listeners, but he goes, humans, they're the worst.
They're the worst.
And it is the truth, dude. So find the good ones and hang with them. That is the philosophical moment of the day.
I'm going to kick it right back to baseball, I promise you. I'm going to get something off my chest. It's a bit personal, but it's on the human suck topic. Ready? So I've unfortunately been touched in my life by this. The unfortunate case of, friends perishing too soon, if you will. The drug fentanyl.
Oh, man, dude.
Okay. The little reading I've done on fentanyl, I know how evil it is. I know how bad it is. I know it's out there. Be safe, people. What I really want to say is, when you read the first sentence about fentanyl, almost every article says it's 100 times stronger than morphine. If I'm not mistaken, isn't morphine what they use to literally sever your leg off if you needed to, get an amputation in the middle of a battlefield?
Yep.
Wasn't morphine enough? What evil turd out there thought, let's go 100 times more? Fuck that.
People who take fentanyl have something seriously. I
don't think they take it intentionally. It's just mixed in with other similar opiates.
I wouldn't be so quick on that one.
Okay, there is someone out there who took it intentionally, but he didn't take it again.
No, right. Well, no, you can't take it again after you take that much.
Kind of a dark topic, and I'm sorry.
It is evil, dude, and humans do. A vast majority of humans are pretty bad, dude.
Really bad.
And so, anyways, that fentanyl, dude, woof. And I mean, it makes drinking look pedestrian.
Well,
okay.
Without spending too much time on it, we do talk wellness. We do talk health. We talk about taking care of yourself. So let's just get off that
so
topic.
Don't smoke fentanyl. Don't ingest fentanyl. I don't even know how you do it. Inject it, ingest it, smoke it, stick it up your nose. Don't do any of that.
This is a tough transition. I don't even know how to get off of it. But I always promised my mom, said, Mom, you don't got to worry about me doing all that stuff. I hate needles. That ain't happening.
There you go. There you go, dude.
Now,
let
me talk real quick about kind of the AL MVP, but also Shohei Ohtani is going to be, his contract's going to be up in 2 quick years. Do you think he stays in Los Angeles? He's said before he wants to be on the West Coast, which limits teams quite substantially. Probably takes 25 teams out of the running, roughly. Does he stay? Does he become a Dodger?
How much money is this guy going to get if he continues what he's doing when his contract is up? I mean, he technically fills 2 roster spots, one guy. Okay? He's a freaking starting pitcher, all-star caliber starting pitcher, and he's your number 4 hitter, and will steal you 30 bags.
And we'll steal you 30 bags.
I mean, this is I seriously, I mean, we can look back at the other pods we've been doing, man. I still can't believe this is happening in front of us. Like, I never thought I'd see a baseball player do this in the major leagues in my lifetime. I'm like, what the hell is this? In a
sport that really struggles to market its stars, Shohei is one of these self-marketing attractions. Can't miss theater. We're in awe of him when we see him in person. He's bigger than you think he'd be. He's faster than you think he'd be. All these things, right? So it's so great when you got guys like LeBron James taking notice, sending out tweets, talk about a platform. He markets Shohei better than Major League Baseball does. So just love to see it. He's my lock-in for the MVP. It'll be close, but he's my absolute lock.
Vlad, to be in the competition, your boy on your head, Vlad Guerrero Jr., needed to win the Triple Crown to be in the conversation. That's how damn good Shohei Ohtani is.
No kidding. Here. I think it goes Shohei, Vlad, Simeon. I think he's going to get his second, third place finish.
Dude. He's up there, man. They got all, I mean, there's just, the AL MVP is just, you could give it to either of those guys and be happy. But with the year Shohei's gotten, he's got to take it with, on a runaway, dude. Sorry.
Here's a spoiler alert. It's a prediction, but lock in Vlad for a future MVP somewhere down the road.
Yeah, dude. This
kid's
guy,
22, flirting with the Triple Crown. We talk about this a lot. He doesn't even have his man strength yet. He is a man, but he'll be even stronger in about 4 or 5 years.
Yes. Yeah, so, dude. Their team's going to be stacked with him and with Bichette and like you said, Biggio coming back, and then they got George Springer, dude, for like the next 5 years, and they got all these kind of guys. Robbie Ray has turned the corner pitching, dude, and he's actually, Hyun-Jun Ryu is out there. They picked up Barrios. So they're dangerous, dude. They're dangerous.
Yeah, I just say they need to pitch a little. They just need to pitch kind of average. I'm not.
I like their closer, dude. That Romano kid I watched the other day or last night. Damn, dude, he's got some stuff.
But he was on the shelf for about 2-3 months. One of those guys that throws so hard he threw out his forearm, something like that.
Long as you can do that for the next month, dude, you're all right.
Oh, Fireball Ed Sims coming in hot.
Oh yeah, dude. I was just gonna start talking about those pinstripers, dude.
Well, yeah. It's maybe he's trying to point some love to some pinstripers. Maybe he wants us to talk about Judge or Stanton for MVP. I think they wash each other out personally. They're basically having the same season, which is a great one. Don't get me wrong. But here it is, word for word. How valuable is Ohtani if the Angels don't make the playoffs?
No, well, here we go. Me and Ed talk about this all the time. What's up, Big E? Can't wait till you get down here, bud. All right. So, anyways, well, how valuable is Ohtani? How do you not put this season in the record books?
I think you have to bookmark it.
You have to. You have to put it in the record books. It's the most valuable season we've ever seen. Period.
If he doesn't get the MVP, it'll be more tragic than 2011 when cheating Ryan Braun got it over Matt Kemp, who had the closest thing we'd seen to a 40-40 season since Jose Canseco. I feel for Matt Kemp.
Good knowledge.
Yes. Well, of course, man. Jeez. Anyways.
I'm sorry. I forgot who I was talking to. My apologies.
Damn it. You got me off. He hit 39 homers and stole 40 bags, I believe, or maybe it was vice versa, but he came up one short. And then he was one of those stars that shined brightly and then faded quick. No doubt he did. He shined bright and then faded quick and then did some roids and then told everyone he didn't do roids. Are you talking about Braun?
Yeah,
no, I'm talking Matt Kemp. He looked good in that 27 on the Dodgers, man. He really did.
Kemp looked all world, and then he got into the party scene for a while, it looked like, dude, and didn't work on his skills. That's what I think happened to him. But
I think he might have dated Rihanna for a quick minute.
Yeah, dude, he was all in the Hollywood scene, dude. I mean, dude, seriously, if you can date Rihanna, you do it. Period. That's it. You don't say no to Rihanna. That's it. There's no yeah, you know what? I need to go work on my swing. Oh, wait a minute. You want to go out to dinner? And then I think I'm going out with Rihanna.
We promise you wisdom on each and every cast. And today's wisdom, if you get the chance to date Rihanna,
yes,
you date Rihanna.
Right. I didn't say marry. I said date. Okay.
Well, yeah, careful with the words there. Yes, absolutely. So yes, baseball is going to be red hot these next couple days.
I want to get back to. I want to mention something about Stanton. Okay, for our buddy out there, man. All right.
Another number 27. Yes.
Yes. Another number 27. Great number, dude. Great number. Having an excellent year, but has had stretches where he was so bad that he was dragging the team down. That's not what an MVP does. Okay, they don't drag a team down with them. All right. And that's why I don't think he gets MVP. He's going through a fantastic stretch right now. And when they need him, I get it. But Stanton, if Big E will remember, dude, also Big E was calling for his head and calling for Cashman's head a couple months ago. And I know Ed's laughing right now in the car or wherever he's at, dude, because he was calling for Stanton's head. Now he's calling him MVP. I gotta love Yankee fan. I love Yankee fan, dude, for that. They can go back and forth, dude. It's so great.
Yes, they do the roller coaster as their team does the roller coaster. And let me just say,
because they expect what?
Championships every year. The time. Like Derek Jeter said, every season after his rookie year that they didn't win the championship, he said it felt like a disappointment. I mean, come on, the captain. So, anyways. Stanton looks locked in. Doesn't he have he has that slightly closed stance where he just explodes on the ball. And I mean explodes. No one hits the ball harder. This is not up for debate. When he's got a certain look, a certain balance. I mean, you know, as a hitter, they say timing is everything, rhythm is everything. And as a pitcher, your job is to upset the rhythm, upset the timing. That's why you see so many pitchers, not just mixing their pitches, mixing their windups, their little ticks. Yes. Johnny Cueto is one of the original masters of this. Felix Hernandez dabbled a little bit in it. I mean, there's tons of pitchers.
Yeah.
No need to go down the list. However, Stanton is locked in at the right time. His balance, everything looks pure right now. So, Yankee fans, if they can carry that version of Stanton into the playoffs, look out.
Yeah, he'll take him into the playoffs, and then if he stays hot, he might go farther. So, yes, is he valuable? Hell yes, he's valuable. Is he the most valuable? No.
Okay, so Ed's correct, not correcting himself, but clarifying that Ohtani is the player of the year. Vlad should be the MVP, and he doesn't think it should be Stanton.
But it's called most valuable player.
For sure. And Ed is our first listener to say, Chad, you're making stuff up.
Yes. Oh, I can't believe you got that on me on air. You've been talking to my bro, dude. You can't put that on air, dude.
For the listeners that haven't had the great pleasure of meeting Ed Fireball Sims, let me just say, Chad and Ed used to tear it up on Brittany Lane back in the day. And when I say tear it up, I mean endless, countless games of wiffle ball. But I couldn't wait to grow up big enough to get a piece myself. I had to graduate off the red, tyke bat with the bigger ball. And then one day I wanted to be just like Ed and Chad, and I wanted to play wiffle ball, and I wanted to hit that little knob on the garage, strike 3, you're out. My indoctrination into baseball, honestly, was probably wiffle ball with Ed and Chad.
The hell yes, dude. And it was so much damn fun. We had epic games, dude.
Epic games. So you got anything else to wrap up baseball? Because we've spent a good amount
on it. I'm good on baseball, man. Let's go on. Yeah.
All right. Because I had to get this in this morning. I told you I might have had a little bit of late night. Might have worked those karaoke muscles a little hard. Not a great singer. Great entertainer, though. Anyhow.
You got the entertaining down.
I didn't want to be a hypocrite and get on air and talk about yoga without doing it this morning.
Yes.
So I squeezed in a little half-hour sesh. Felt a little weird doing it in the morning. I'm not much of a morning workout guyer. But Chad, you started off. What has yoga done for you? How often do you practice it? Who would you subscribe it to? Talk to me.
Well, dude. I was doing yoga for the last few years, man. Just, I'd grab some people on wherever I was, man. I do it in different countries, man, because it's just the stretch, the peace of mind, man, meditation, grounding. you know, and then, but I wasn't getting what I wanted from it exactly. You know, it was peaceful, it was nice, and it was good, you know, that kind of stuff. But then someone comes out to Hawaii. Was that when it was? I think so.
Aloha?
Anyway, yeah. Anyway, someone comes out to Hawaii, shows me this DDP guy. He says he's been watching him through what? Wrestling. He used to be a wrestler. And dude, man, this is a workout and yoga together. I would put it as, man, you know, but it is, what has it done for me, dude? I'm going to tell you right now. I'm pushing that number that we know about, all right? And dude, I'm doing stuff, man, that 30-year-olds ain't doing. All right. I'm doing stuff. I mean, I'm flexible, dude. I'm freaking super flexible. But not only that, man, I just feel good about everything. I mean, just balancing, meditation, strength. You don't have to be like I'm not in my 20s anymore, dude. I'm not super jacked anymore, dude. And I don't need to be, man, because it's a different chapter in life. Yoga to me, dude, has really opened my world up, opened my life up. And not only that, dude, my back doesn't hurt anymore. My arm, my back, my legs, nothing hurts anymore, dude. It's nice, dude. It's good. Tell me more about DDP.
Well, for me, it peaked, and it's still peaking with DDP, which I'll tell you about in a second. I had been practicing yoga kind of on and off the last couple years, you know, at-home workouts, the occasional studio. But what opened my eyes first was two things. I'll never forget it, and it'll be the same for everyone else. I promise you. Number one, at the peak of my athletic powers, or at least when I was playing high school ball, a little bit of college, semi-pro with you, yada, 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 I couldn't touch my toes.
No.
Couldn't touch my toes on the old hamstring bend. Why? Because I didn't work on it. I just thought I was stuck in that position. I just thought I'm not a toe toucher. Never will be. Huh, you mean you can work out flexibility and stretching just like curling a bar? You mean you can increase your range just like you can increase your weight? Wow, okay, so that was the first thing. Years later, I'm in my 30s, I can palm the floor now, okay? Palm the floor. Flexibility is strength, people, and this is all a part of what I call functional fitness, all right? When you're out in the world, unless you're shoving people as you go down the sidewalk, what are all those bench press reps going to do for you, really? Okay? It's going to get you stiff eventually. You're going to peak at one point, right? And we have a guest appearance in the middle of our yoga session. Stay on task, baby.
Don't worry about it. Go for it. You're good. You're good.
Fans, he's probably excited to see his fiance, and who could blame him? So,
yes.
Now, yoga as a functional fitness tool for me means the flexibility, the strength are things I actually use out in the real world. I love being in my 30s, being more flexible than I used to be. And this was what got me hooked. So many years I've been lifting weights. So many years it's about the same weights. I kind of lose track.
I know it gets boring.
It gets a little boring. And so I couldn't really feel the progress. I couldn't really feel the me going up, if you will, quite as much as this. When I began yoga workouts, there were some frustrating moves. There were some moves I straight up couldn't do. There was things I couldn't balance for more than a second. Now, some of those moves I can do for a whole minute. If that's not progress, I don't know what is.
Dude, it's just, you know, you can do it anywhere. You don't need a weight room. You don't need weights, dude. And I swear, man, I feel in better shape and feel better about myself than I did ever, you know, working hours in the gym, dude, you know, doing the same weights. Now, everything has their benefits, but for me, dude, I'm telling you, man, yoga has definitely changed a lot for me. And dude, I watched it in you. Hey, man, I know some listeners that are know my brother very well, obviously. And dude, what it has done for you, bro, I mean, you transformed yourself, okay? You were you had a little bit, MisippBROs can get that nice belly going at times, man. We got, long torso means little bit of hang time, dude, So, but dude, I watched you transform yourself over what, 5, 6, 7 months, dude? Pandemic time and all this kind of stuff, dude. And I'm watching you, I'm going, what the hell are you doing? And that's when you told me about DDP, but I didn't really do it anyways, because I was a little skeptical. But I'm going to tell you, dude, it has done for you what I mean, it's helped me, but damn, dude, you are, I would say, a poster child for it, man. And the fact that, what it's done for your flexibility, your agility, your athleticism, dude. And look at you going out, man. You just had 3.5, dude. You just pumped 3.5 the other day, dude, last week. And here you are, dude, disc golf, softball, doing whatever you want to do. We're out here.
No injuries ever.
No injuries, dude. Me and you, we go to the A's game, dude. How many 35 and 49-year-old guys are throwing the football, dude, 40 yards in the parking lot, dude?
Yep,
Not many.
And I'm quite proud of it. I'm not too much of a shameless self-promoter. Sometimes I am. But I do look at my progress from February 2020 to December of 2020 when I dropped 40 pounds for those of you.
Yes. Say that again.
40 pounds from 221 to 181 while adding muscle, while adding flexibility, while adding strength. And let me just say, this is a challenge to some of you out there to explore some things, do some things that make you uncomfortable. I'm amazed none of my friends have picked it up.
Well, maybe one or two will now. It's only 30, 45 minutes a day, dude. I mean, come on. We've been talking for 45 minutes, I think. So you could have done a DDP workout while the whole time you're listening to MisippBROs yak it up on sports and about yoga today. So, hey, DDP, if you're listening, dude, we'll take our residual checks after the show. Okay?
Hey, DDP's giving us both shout-outs, if I'm not mistaken, right?
He has. Yes,
right?
dude.
So, yes, social media evidence, DDP, congratulating us both on joining the program, keeping up with it, and sharing our progress. One of the last things I'll say, why can it transform your body? When you're continually lengthening your muscles, you're actually slimming them down too. They become stronger, more flexible, etc. But when you say transform, it wasn't just a weight loss thing. My body is composed differently than it ever was.
Yes.
Ever. My whole youth, young adult,
dude.
Here I am, prime adult. Get after it, people. DDP is my choice, but any yoga will do. Explore something new, okay?
A long spine holds back the hands of time. There you go.
There it is. That's one of the ones. A long spine will definitely hold back the hands of time.
All right.
And yes, back injuries will go away.
Well, dude, they will be very, very low, very, very slim to none, dude. Right on, man. Right on. So, man, we got some serious yoga stuff in. We talked some Major League Baseball, dude. I know we talked about, you said something to me about Manny Pacquiao retiring. I could give a shit. I'm tired of that dude. And not only that, he's been retired for like 15 years, dude. When he didn't take that Mayweather fight, that was it for me, for him.
Well, it brings up this thought to me. Yeah, let's just say the last couple of years were embarrassing. And I don't think he needed to chase money like some other boxers do at the end of their careers, okay? He's not just some celebrity fighter out there like a Logan Paul. Anyhows, what does his career ending at this stage remind you of in other athletes that stuck around too long? Does anyone come to mind?
Steve Carlton. I watched his last game with the Giants at Candlestick Park, dude, and it was sad. Sad. Oh, it was something I'll never forget, dude, in my mind. 12, 13 years old, watching old lefty, dude, getting pounded. Couldn't make it out of the second inning. That's what it reminds me of me. Yeah.
Is that another number 27 on today's broadcast?
No, 34.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Damn it. I think that the name Carlton got stuck in I think I went Fisk in my head.
But the Dominican Dandy, 27 for the Giants. Yes.
There it is. Okay. There it is. Let me see. Who stuck around too long, in my opinion? Had one of the, I think Derek Jeter was maybe a year too long, but he had a great farewell tour. He's not.
Dude, I think Ed just freaking crashed his car.
He's not. It's not a tragic
story. I can't believe you
say
that, dude.
But
I can't believe you said that.
He was hitting with like no power. His defensive range, if you could even call it that, was kind of embarrassing.
Ooh, man, dude, we got. Oh man.
It's comparing it to the height of his career. It's not saying he's some scrub. It's looking at his past self versus
Pacquiao has been way past time.
Way past.
Way past.
Yes. I'm just trying to think. Does anyone else come to mind? Any sport?
Well, dude, okay. I mean, one guy that that is always around, dude, that you just got tired of because you're like, dude. I mean, it has to be boxers, dude. Guys like Larry Holmes. Guys like I know you don't know Larry Holmes, but old time boxers that will come back for a payday, like Pacquiao has. Mayweather, dude. I don't want to watch Mayweather fight anymore. He never knocks anybody out anyway. So that's always horrible, dude. But I mean, in the professional basketball, dude. You know, I mean, who do you think like it was around for a while? You watched and you're like, oh man, I don't want to see that, dude. I just don't want to see that. It's kind of hard, dude. You know, in baseball where there's a few, and I know I'm not thinking about it right now, but who you got on your mind? I can see your face, dude. Who you got?
Fighters are pretty easy because they can have embarrassing moments. You can feel bad for them because they literally leave bloody, battered, bruised. Chuck Liddell comes to mind.
Yes, good call. Definitely Chuck at the end of his career just getting beat on a freaking every fight for the last 4 or 5 fights. It was ugly.
And when I think Chuck Liddell, I think Tito Ortiz. When I think Tito Ortiz, I think Jenna Jameson. Jenna Jameson, an adult movie star.
Yes.
There's a couple of them that have stuck around a little too long. I won't go into it.
Yeah,
I won't say why.
There you go.
But maybe get in and get out of the adult film industry.
The adult movie stars have definitely stuck around a little too long.
And 4K/HD.
No. You don't want to see that, dude. You do not want to see that.
We got people hanging up right now. I can feel it.
All right.
No.
Well, right on, dude.
Yes, Pacquiao, happy trails. Enjoy being the king of the Philippines. I believe that's where he resides. Bruce, correct me if I'm wrong. Is that where he stays, Chad?
Yes.
Okay.
Pacquiao is Filipino. And I would not do this if I was him, but he's talking about running for government, and they have a dictator down there, bro. I've been down there. Mm-hmm. And let me just say, man, the first newspaper I saw in the Philippines was Duterte's his name, Duterte. And he had a machine gun hanging out saying he's going to kill anyone he sees dealing drugs. So Pacquiao, I think maybe just enjoy your life and maybe not get into Filipino politics, dude. Okay, I don't think it's a good
stay out of it and stay out of the boxing gloves. Maybe just coach up the next generation kind of thing. So this show's been erupting today as always, and currently in the beautiful island Hawaii, Kilauea is active again for the first time in not a long time. You were there in December. You left the day before. Excuse me, you left the day after it started erupting again, just oozing a bit, building up its crater full of lava. Right. And I went to the top of Kilauea the next day, took the Jeep, drove up there, and let me just say, one of the most magical experiences in my life, and just so people have a picture of this, it wasn't a volcano that's erupting, everybody run for cover, it's going to torch the town. It did that 3 years prior with the Puna flow, I believe they're calling it locally, over in Leilani Estates. That one was the flow that, get out the way,
get out of 2018.
That's when it really, changed the landscape, if you will. But I was up there when it's just simmering a little bit. Got to the peak of the crater as close as you can get. I could see the red glow. I could feel the heat from Pele. And there's smoke coming up through whatever cracks are in the ground. It's one of those moments where you feel like a little speck of salt in the universe. Like just a tiny, tiny insignificance, because what was beneath me created everything I'm standing on.
Yes.
Just a truly powerful moment, maybe one of the closest things I'll ever get to that ever again. But I don't know how to say it. But listeners, if you got the chance to go chase an erupting volcano, do it safely, but it is a magical experience.
It is, dude. It is definitely, man. And Kilauea's doing her thing, man. Definitely. Hey, dude, I got to get on down the road, my man. And I'm going to tell you right now, man, it's always great coming to you live from wherever the hell I am at now, LA right now, going up towards Pismo Beach. My boy Ricky, if he's watching, dude, going to go watch you get married tomorrow, dude. So that'll be really cool.
Oh, weddings abound. A little October 1st marriage?
October 1, baby. You got it.
And what are we looking at for you? October 23?
Woo! Baby, man. We got 3 weeks, man. 3 weeks.
Oh,
yes, epic, dude. We're all going to congregate.
Your brother will be avoiding all carbs. Just kidding. Tightening things up, doing more yoga. And I'll leave the listeners with this quote. It's one I try to remember to tell myself we're not perfect and we try to be better people. But let me just leave you with this. If you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you always got.
You got it, man. Hey, man. Woo! Someone's growing up right in front of my eyes. I love it, dude. I love it. Right on. I'm going to tell you right now, man, you the man. And, hey, Bruce, in the background, doing his thing, killing it as usual, dude. Appreciate it, my man. And if you keep doing the same thing over and over again and expect different results, that's the definition of insanity, my man.
Don't be insane, people. So, MisippBROs coming to you live on a Thursday. Watch the baseball playoff chase all weekend. We'll be sure to talk about it Monday again with NFL action like we do each and every Monday. Where the hell will Chad be by then? Tune in to find out. We'll see you next time.
Adios.